New tonight, a new kind of court that aims to change the game in North Nashville and save Metro taxpayers money at the same time.
Recent study found that zip code 37208 has the highest rate of incarceration in the country. Fox 17 News' Kathleen Jacob joining us live from the Magruder Center to explain what our city is doing to change that. Kathleen.
Yeah, what's going on in this building behind me is truly something unique. It's a first of its kind diversionary court, which is bringing justice here to the people. Now, the judge who started this has a very special connection to North Nashville, a connection that could truly change things. The streets of North Nashville, while rich in history, have also seen hardship.
And that's one of the reasons I ran for judge. I was going to make sure the marginalized people knew.
It's something familiar to Judge Rachel Bell.
Growing up in North Nashville, I knew that it was a community that needed resources, that needed more attention, more knowledge of how to navigate through the criminal justice system.
She grew up playing basketball on the Magruder Center courts. It led her to a scholarship and eventually behind the bench, seeking justice for the people.
Justice should never just be mere punishment. It should also stream down with rehabilitation, restoration.
It's why she spent the past 7 years developing a community court and just recently becoming one of just 5 judges in the country to get a grant for it.
Words really can't describe how I feel. It's been a lot of work, a lot of research.
Some of that research includes the Brookings Institute that found North Nashville zip code 37208 had the highest incarceration rate in the country. Judge Bell's plan aims to change that by opening the Bordeaux North Community Justice Center in a program called CARE. It's a way for young adults with misdemeanors to essentially get a second chance.
Part of their requirements is making sure they have a resume, making sure they have a job, making sure they have housing, making sure they have a quality job. But once they graduate, they're able to get their record dismissed and expunged.
The best part of all of this, it's being built inside the Magruder Center, which already has all of those resources.
This is the bench.
Magruder Center Director Alicia Haddock says having the community court on site will change the game for the neighborhood she was born and raised in.
It's like icing on the cake because we can provide food and job resources and trainings, but to have a fair and equitable justice system right at your fingertips.
So far, the community court has already saved the taxpayers $120,000 just in community service. That doesn't count what they're saving by keeping people out of jail.
We are ready for a change.
People are crying and wanting to hug.
Turning one determined judge's vision into change for 37208. You don't have to be going through the criminal justice center or system to use the resources here. It already is up and running, but they'll have a grand opening on Martin Luther King Jr. weekend. Reporting live in North Nashville, Kathleen Jacob, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.
I had never heard of the Music City Community Court, and I didn't know that was outside the courthouse. I don't know of any other courtroom that's outside the courthouse. How unusual is this?
Well, across the country, it's not unusual. Community courts actually have started back in 1993. The first community court ever established was called the Midtown Community Court in New York. We started in 2012. As soon as I got elected, I had been researching about community justice and community courts as a young lawyer. So we are the first in the state of Tennessee, which is why a lot of individuals haven't heard a lot about the Music City Community Court from the outskirts, but the people that are marginalized, the people that are going through our criminal justice system, the people that need to be restored, do know about the Music City Community Court because we are the court that's kind of made things a little bit more accessible. We've been very visible in trying to help individuals learn more about how to get beyond some of their mistakes and some of the barriers that have been part of their plight.